What's up, guys? Hello. How are you doing today? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're not doing just a normal live stream. Today, I am here to read this beautiful, this, this beautiful book, The Night Before Christmas. But before I read it, I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story. So, not every year, but most years, my mom would sit us down on Christmas Eve. We'd have a nice big Thanksgiving-like dinner. We'd all pass around one present. You know, i.e. my mom passed one to me, my brother Charles, my sister Rachel, my brother Bradley. We'd open it up, and then whatever we had, we'd try to interact with each other with whatever gift we had. But of course, usually that didn't happen because, you know, being an 8-year gap between me and my brother, I would get like Legos, he would get like a car. I mean, Legos plus cars, I mean, they don't really mix, you know what I'm saying? They just kind of go, and then it's just a bad day. It's a really bad day. And so I am going to read this beautiful book with you guys. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna try to do this in one go without being distracted by chat like I was last year. So let's let's give this a try. I love you guys. Tonight we are reading The Night Before Christmas. The Night Before Christmas. Let's see, y'all ready? 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her... let me read that again. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. Can you tell I don't read very much? When out on the lawn, there across such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to the objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the courses they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. His His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he had, the stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. I guess that's what I do. He was a chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A winkle in his, a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight up, He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, he sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew, and the way they all flew like down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. The end. I hope everybody enjoyed this book. I love reading this book every single year. I know I like to stutter a little bit when I read, but I don't read that often unless it's a bill. And I mean, I like writing. I don't read that much, like in books like this. I'll read silently, but reading out loud for me sometimes is a bit of a challenge, a little bit. But anyway, and there's nothing wrong in that. So what I want everybody to do right now, take a couple minutes, put it aside. Everybody sit with whoever you're around. Give them a great big hug. Tell them you love them very much. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas from Kendrisite and Kendrisite's family. Take it easy. I love you guys. I can't wait to hear all the awesome, great Christmas stories on Monday. I love you guys. Keep it hugs, y'all. Merry Christmas.